Hi everyone, it's Rachael Smith with Remax up in Big Bear. Today I'm over at 841 Conklin, right up by the National Forest. Come check it out. Okay, so here we are at the street, 841 Conklin. This is coming up from the boulevard. You hit Knickerbocker first, and if you get to Knickerbocker, you can go left to go to the village, about a half-ish mile, or right to go to Snow Summit, about a mile or so. And then if we look up the street, basically that's the National Forest right there. So you can get on Town Trail up here and hit the village or hit Snow Summit. And property lines on this one going to be a little rough on this left-hand side. But our lot size on this is just under 7,400 square foot. So I don't see any property markers, so I don't want to make any promises. I do see a fence line, but as we know, fence lines aren't always the defining factor, but somewhere around here is going to be where it is. And coming up here, this one might be a little bit easier because we do have a telephone pole up here. I see a few markers in the pole. I see that marker, but that's not a property marker. So it's gonna be right there, that black one. So what we have, beautiful oak trees on this one. Some really pretty acorns on there. So kind of a little bit of a side slope on the lot, but definitely manageable. You could get parking right here as well. And then I also wanted to note this is listed with Walt Dwyer Real Estate, Walt Dwyer himself. And inside we're going to find 3 beds, 1 bath, 1664 square foot, 2 stories. And this one was built in 1950. So we do have a nice blacktop driveway here. Goes all the way back to the property and to the shed, which we'll go explore that later. But we do have a nice little storage area underneath the house right here that we are not going to check out today. But if you are interested, you can come up and take a look. It's a nice kind of brickwork. These are cute. Love, long life, and fortune. Isn't that what everybody wants in life? Check out these beautiful oak tree all around. A lot of the surrounding neighbors are going to be short-term rentals as well, or just second homes, and then probably a primary home or two around. So looking at the outside, it looks like we do have a newer roof. It's pretty. I like the color of it. So it's like a slate black color. And then exterior, we've got a beige with like an emeraldish green trim. Deck is in good shape. And it appears that it is not a rental. I do not have a rental sign on this one. So let's go check it out. Okay, so here we are at the entry. Our door is a nice updated Craftsman door. And then at the entry, we do have like a vinyl wood-like flooring. And then this is just a piece of carpet, I believe. Yeah, this goes all the way into the kitchen. And then this is carpeted going this direction. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go this way first, then I'm going to go that way, then I'm going to go upstairs. So coming in, we do have nice paneling on the walls. It's in pretty good shape as well. And so we're entering kind of like into the dining room area. You could always switch this up, make this the living room, that the dining room. Seems like it's kind of multi-purposed. So probably ceilings of about like 8 foot, I would guess, just based off of my height. And got a little closet right here. So little things, you know, throughout, like the closet is unfinished, no door, but kind of minor-ish things. So then we've got like a little beam right here that's going to separate us into the living room right here. Living room has no light per se, so that's probably one thing I would add is maybe some lights in here just to brighten it up. So again, paneling in here. We do have dual pane windows and also some pretty nice blinds that are hard to break for renters. Usually, this is probably where our TV went at one point in time. Probably be a pretty large TV, I would say. And then here we have that same vinyl flooring all around the fireplace. We do have a wood burning stove right here. It's nice because you can put like a little lavender pot up here. And this actually, yeah, I thought it was going to be a pellet stove, but it's not. And then here, got like this nice old brick, beautiful. This is just wonderful, and it is going to keep you warm in the wintertime. I love the combination when people have these and dual pane windows. You have no idea how much that helps heat. So this is the alarm system. Basically, it was not armed when I came in, but it does alert you every time a door is open. So you could keep that, leave it, or get rid of it. Here we have bedroom number 1. Again, no light in here. I imagine this light switch just works for the switch, not switches, but what do you call these things? The outlets right there. So if you had a lamp, probably turns one of those on. A lot of furniture in here. I'd probably get rid of one item or so. We've got a queen bed here. Fits really well. Probably could get another end table in there if we got rid of that big armoire. But you do have enough area for storage in here because you could put a dresser here. You've also got a closet right here. So I don't know that you really need too much more. TV on the wall. And this looks like it's the footboard too. And then coming into the bathroom, this is going to have 2 access points, one from the bedroom and one from the living room. It's going to be a different kind of like vinyl tile right there. And then we're going to come in, and from here, the paneling switches from being on the wall to on the ceiling, which is kind of fun. I love that. It gives it like a very warm and cozy feel to it. So here is our bathroom. Bathroom has definitely been updated. This is a single piece, like a really cute kind of pottery varnish looking with a granite countertop. Beautiful big bare mirror too, and really super clean. Good amount of storage, not overdoing it. And then we have that beveled glass going into the tub. This part looks like you could take it away, the seat, which is kind of neat. I've never really seen anything like that. And then we've got a plastic insert, a little handlebar, but it is a shower, not a tub. So kind of nice, super clean. And I like how that's kind of tiled looking, although it's not real tile, but I like the fact that you can move that. All right, so now we're gonna go into the kitchen area. We have these beautiful floor to ceiling windows with the grids on the inside. Okay, so here is where you could go upstairs to go to the other bedrooms or into the kitchen area. We're just gonna go through the kitchen really quick. We do have enough space for a large fridge, full size. I mean, really big kitchen. You do have all the major appliances, fridge, dual oven, and a dishwasher, and all of them have been updated. Stainless steel appliances. This one is beautiful. And this is the part that I think I love the most, is it's got a pot filler. I've always wanted a pot filler in my house. I think they're fantastic. They're a great addition. Then you're not going back and forth trying to fill it up. Tons of counter space. And this is all granite. Got like a hickory looking cabinetry with a nice, like, look at these beautiful nuts in them. Handles are great. They're not slow close, but I can tell they are updated. And then these are kind of the original part of the cabinets. This is like a little lazy Susan right here, which is fun. And then we have a deep single basin sink. And our backsplash is like just like little panel sheets back there, but clean, easy to clean too. Coming in here, this is the laundry room. So you can see this probably used to be the exterior of the house right here. There probably was a door, makes sense. We've got cabinets to the left, and then we've got, yeah, because you can kind of see on the outside of the house, this was the exterior at one point in time. But here we have the laundry. I would probably reorganize this just a little bit. It wouldn't be too hard to maybe get rid of, oh, you got the water heater back there. I would like these somewhere else. So maybe, just maybe, taking this tank out and putting in a tankless water heater would be nice. And then shoving these back here with that thing going away too would be a nice thing, because these are really large and it's kind of hard to get behind there. But really smart to have it. All right. So we're going to go up to bedroom. What's that, a light? Bedrooms number 2 and 3. Coming up the stairs, these are really nice, forgiving stairs. What I always mean by that is if you fall down them, you will likely survive. Okay, so this space is kind of like a loft right here, and this is not included in the bedroom count. So you could do some sort of thing right here where you made this a bedroom if you wanted to. Or you can make it a sitting room, an office, a game room, anything. I want to check out what this is. This is AT&T. Never seen one of these up here, so not quite sure. If you know what that is, definitely let me know. And then we've got kind of like stair. Here we have the other side. Obviously you can hear the creaks and stuff in the house, but I mean, it's kind of older, so we have some grace. I really like how the ceilings are kind of like, you know, triangular, like they have character. That way, and then that way, and then that way. So lots of character. I'm not tall enough to hit my head on any of them. I think you'd have to be at least 6 foot or so to do that. And then here's kind of a makeshift closet, but you could also make that go away and utilize that space too. All right, so then coming in, now we're in kind of like a hallway. We've got, you know, kind of a closet, bedroom, closet. So I say kind of a closet because it almost appears like maybe it was going to be maybe a bathroom, even just a half bath. Maybe it was going to be, I mean, maybe it's just a walk-in closet. Maybe that's all this was meant to be, because this is a cabinet in here. And this is that same vinyl flooring as downstairs, but definitely a lot of good amount of space in here. It could be a bathroom if you wanted to route the plumbing to come upstairs. The hardest thing is going to be the closer you go that direction, the harder it's going to be to get a shower, because you really ideally want the height of the shower right here. So probably just a half bathroom would be good to build into this with a sink. And then here we have, with that same character and all that wood, bedroom number 2. Good light in here too. I mean, you've got nice backyard that we're gonna go look at here in a second. Bed probably gonna go here, possibly on the other side, here, wherever you want. But you could get a king-size bed in here if you wanted to. Or you could get multiple beds in here if you wanted to. So then we're going to go into bedroom number 3, which this is a double bed right here. Again, like pretty much a replica of the other one, just flip-flopped. So big window, and they used that lower side of the wall where it's angled down. So this just kind of looks out over the neighbors right here. And we've also got a closet too. And so that's what, this is the other closet, which very similar. Oh, look at that spider. Very similar to the other closet. I mean, here's one great idea. I'm full of them. You could have a shower in one and a toilet and sink in the other. I mean, these rooms are big enough to be a bathroom. And I think it makes sense that like somebody can shower without having to hold up the whole bathroom. So maybe think about that. All right, and let's go downstairs so we can check out the outside. Got a nice redwood out here, and this is in great shape. We've managed to salvage this nice pine tree and keep it inside the deck. Right here. Looks like you could probably carve out a little bit more just to give it more area to grow and get a little bit wider. Our property line is gonna kind of follow this rock wall right here and go up. But it looks like they've like done a lot of work back here for sure. We've got a nice tough shed right here on the blacktop. This will get termites if you don't get that away, because it is metal underneath on the foundation, so you definitely want to pull that dirt away from it. But this is so cute. They did a great job up here. I mean, it almost looks like they could have like a volleyball court, a pickleball court. Got a little outdoor fire pit right here. It's kind of a view of the back of the house. Definitely a lot of parking. You could probably get 4 to 5 cars here, no problem. I don't know. What would you use this space for? I would probably like to have, pools are not common up here. People don't build them up here. I'm thinking maybe a volleyball court if you're going to use it for a vacation rental. An outdoor pergola dining type thing would be quite nice. They did build a nice privacy fence back here. So there you have it. 841 Conklin, listed with Walt, Dwyer. 3 beds, 1 bath, 1664 square foot, built in 1950. It's a pretty good deal. It's $489.9 now. That makes it $293 a square foot. And then the other thing I was going to say, it would make a nice vacation rental too, just like updating little things to it. But I think location wise, it is like the best location, being close to everything. And isn't it just beautiful fall day outside in Big Bear? All right, that is it. I will talk to you soon. Bye.